everyone, my name is Ashley Beeson and welcome back to my channel, and a happy new year to you as well. And as the first video of the year, I figured it'd be easy to just do the first fashion event of the year. So we are going to be looking at the red carpet from the Golden Globes that took place over the weekend. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So for my list, it is majority women just like it usually is, but I did actually include a few of the guys and what they wore, so we'll have a little bit of breakup with that. But starting with my first look, it'll be Zoe Saldaña, and she was in Saint Laurent, and I absolutely love this look. I love the way it is styled, I love the color, I love the fit, I love the bust line. Everything about it is just so good. And I actually really like how there's the like extra coat to kind of not just like modernize the dress, because the dress is completely modern on its own, but it adds like a little different look to an otherwise just super pretty and super clean dress. And I really like the additive of the coat, and I just think overall the dress itself is just so pretty. You can't really notice the slit in the middle, and I don't think I would hate it if the slit wasn't there either, because it isn't super noticeable unless obviously she would be like walking. But I really love this look. But I think for me the favorite part is the neckline and how that cut is like not a super DV, but a small like teeny tiny little sweetheart neckline with a little cut in it. And the shape is amazing, and the coat, everything about this look was so well done, and I absolutely love it. Ariana Grande is next, and she was wearing vintage Givenchy, and this is giving very Audrey Hepburn, which I absolutely love. And for the look itself, I'm having a hard time with this look because I want to love it. There like are things about it that I like, but I just don't know if I do or if I can like it. Like I don't know how to feel about it. The only thing that I don't particularly like is the gloves. I feel like the white with that yellow, it's like too much. It's too like stark of a contrast for me personally. I think they would have been better if they were gonna still be white, maybe not be white, or they could be a matching yellow and have it all be one look. I don't know, it's just a personal preference for me with the glove, but it's like I'm unsure with this look. I like the shoe. I'm not offended by the styling at all. I think the styling is good and simple. I'm not sure I like the makeup, but the dress is okay. I just don't know if I like it. I'm stumped with this, so I'm just going to leave this look as a I don't know. She looks good, but I don't know. And then the partner to Ariana Grande is Cynthia Erivo, and she was wearing Louis Vuitton like she generally does for a lot of her looks. And this particular look, I'm not loving it. I don't like the peplum, and I know the peplum is like the main part of this dress and it gives it more volume and shape and all that, but I just don't love it. I think she looks great and it fits her like a glove, and everything about the fit is totally good. It's just not for me. But she, you know, in a world where she tends to do really well with looks, and because she's so brave with her looks, every once in a while there's a look that's kind of like eh, and I think this one's an eh for me, but she still looks good. I'm just not super crazy about it. And then Emma Stone in Louis Vuitton as well is next, and first the hair totally shocked me. She actually looks really good with like that small pixie cut. It reminds me of Mia Farrow when she had that cut. That's like the first person that I thought of, but she does actually look very good in it. And as for the dress, I love the color, love the color, and I really like the top part. So obviously like just like the bodice and then the waistline with that like bow thing. But as for like the rest of the dress. I kind of feel like the skirt is really oddly shaped. I know there's a slit in the back and then there's pockets, but it just doesn't seem to like fit all that well. And I was looking at other photos too where she was maybe standing up a little bit straighter and it was a little bit flatter, and I just don't know if I just like the shape of it. But she still looks very good. I think I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more jewelry. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit. But it's not one of my favorites. I think she looks good. I like the color. The fit is overall just a little wonky for me personally, but it's fine. And then we have, to me, the best look of the entire evening, Zendaya in custom Louis Vuitton. And oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Best look, hands down, so good. There isn't anything on this look and how they did it that isn't absolutely perfect. From her hair, to the jewelry, to the dress, to the shoe, everything about it is amazing. I love the color. The color is not a very common color, and I loved seeing it, and it looks so good on her. I love that the overall just like vibe of the look is a nod to like old Hollywood. You can see it in elements, and I think I always love seeing that. I love that the shoe, they made it match, and I love that. Head to toe matching. Love, 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 love. I love the jewelry. The jewelry has on the ring and then on the necklace, it's got like some blue stone, I have no idea what it is, but it goes with the kind of saffrony orangey kind of burnt color that is the dress. Love that the hair is like kind of more of like a reddish brown than like a brown. It's absolutely perfect, and I love, love, love this look. To me, the best look of the night, and who knows, it might be still one of my favorites come the end of the year, but the year just started, so who knows. But I love this, and it's Zendaya and she never really goes wrong, so this is honestly expected, and she delivered. First look of the year. Next is Anna Sawai, and she was wearing Dior, and this is one of the best looks of the night for me. I really like it. It's super simple looking at it, but it's also pretty impactful, and to me kind of different with the bodice part, because the the structured leather bodice piece I don't think goes all the way around her, and so it's kind of like a plate, and I really like it. It's super clean, super like just like the texture of it is crazy to me, with it being so smooth and everything. And the skirt is perfect, it lays perfectly. Everything about this I really, really love. I love the makeup, I love the styling. Everything about this look is so good, and I just like how it's so simple but has that bodice piece to make it something different, and I love, love, love. Love, love, love. And then we have Selena Gomez in Prada. I'm not talking about the fiance because I don't like the outfit, I don't like the shoe. That's what I'll say. But for her, another very good look, and also another kind of more old Hollywood kind of vibe, and I really like it. I love the color. I think the color looks very good on her as well, and I think just the overall styling of the whole look with the shorter kind of more retro hair with the jewelry, the shoe, I think it all looks really good. And I love that the dress is like, it adds that more kind of like old Hollywood sophisticated shape and kind of look to it, but I do think it's a very clean and well done look. And I do actually like the added like strips that are in the back, like she's holding it right now in this photo, and I think it adds kind of just something else to this kind of shape to the dress, and I really like it. I like the blue. I always like blue looks, but she looks fantastic, and I really like the hair. I just like the overall styling of it. It's a very clean and solid look, and she looks very good and very happy too, so that's good. But she good. Next is Naomi Watts in Schiaparelli Haute Couture, And I very much love this dress. I love the black and the pink. I only have one issue with this dress, and it's I wish that instead of having like the 3 layers, the black and then kind of like the frilly pink layer and then the flatter lower pink layer, I would have liked to have just seen the 2 to go into the black, looks like velvet, and then go into the whole bottom part of the dress being that frillier pink. I just think it would have looked not as odd, and it would have maybe felt just a little bit better if it was just the 2 shapes instead of the 3 shapes. I don't hate it the way that it is, but it could definitely be better if it was just the 2. But I think she looks very, very good. I don't particularly love the way the hair looks, but I still think she looks good, and I think the red lip is good with the colors. But again, black velvet, if that's what it is, that's what it looks like, is always very good shape-wise. I love this simple little sweetheart neckline, and it looks so good. Love the colors. Just wish it was not this, but I don't hate this. So it's still super fine to me, and I do still like it, regardless of the critique that I have. Next is Sebastian Stan in Prada, and this was one of my favorite menswear looks that I saw of the night. I love this. I love that it's not overly traditional, and there are some things that make it stand out from the crowd. First thing is kind of just the fact that he wasn't wearing just a shirt, a button-up shirt under it, or like a tie or anything with it. He was wearing a sweater over the shirt, and that was different. Obviously no tie or bow tie or anything like that, and I liked that change up. It's still elevated, but it's not super formal, and I really like the pinstripes on the jacket and then on the pants. The fit, everything about it looks good. He looks very good. And I just like that it's clean, not super boring and basic. It's not boring or basic, but it's not like everything else. And I appreciate the switch up, and he just looks very nice, very handsome. And I love the look. One of my favorites for the guys, for sure. And then we have the first fanning sister, Elle, and she was in Balmain, and this was one of the best looks of the night. I love the colors on her. They're perfect for her. I love the pop of the leopard print on the bodice part. Love it. I really like the draping on the lower half of the bodice, where it's kind of like the fabric is like pulled. It's a really interesting kind of visual, and then obviously just follows into the rest of the giant ball gown basically. And then I love the little belt to break up obviously the bodice from the skirt. I think it's just a perfect look, and Elle Fanning is obviously very much a fashion girl, and I'm not at all disappointed by this look. I love it. There really wasn't anything like it at the event from what I had seen, and she looks very good, and I love it. Looks good on her. And then the other Fanning sister, Dakota, was wearing Dolce & Gabbana, and I think this is also a very good dress. She looks really good in the red. I love the shape of the dress. I like how it has obviously the neckline, and then it kind of has the drapey thing that wraps around her neck and then falls backward into kind of like a cape trained thing, whatever you call that. I think that shape is really good. I like how the fabric kind of crosses the rest of her bodice, and then it has the skirt with the big slit. I love the dress. It's not overly crazy, but I do really like it. She looks very good. It is a good look, and she and her sister did perfect, and I have no complaints for either dress. Love the red on her. Dakota Fanning in red is very good combination. Next is Kate Hudson, and she was in Carolina Herrera, and this is one of my favorite looks of the night. I love the shape. I love the details with the sequin and like the roses. If you look close enough, you can see kind of like the striping with the roses in between it. The blue I love like a deep blue that's almost like a really dark sapphire kind of color. And I love the styling, I love the hair, I love the statement necklace with kind of the matching sapphire on the centerpiece of the stone, and it is perfect. I just love this look. And then Margaret Qualley was in Chanel, and this is a winning Chanel look. Again, I've said it before, I'm very hit or miss with Chanel looks, and this is a very good Chanel look. This is like the type of Chanel that I like to see because it's like very quickly recognizable as Chanel, but it's not like old looking or anything like that. Like, it is just so good, and I love everything about it. I love the shape of the dress, I love the neckline, I like the kind of tulle paneling that's happening with it. I love the belt in the middle to break up the white and kind of give it more of a waist and a shape. I love the little detail work on the neckline and then right under it. I love the styling, I love the hair, I love the jewelry. Everything about this look is so good, and this is one of my favorite Chanel looks that I've seen in a minute. So for me, it's a win because I like it, and she looks fantastic. And then we have Monica Barbaro. I'm not sure if I'm saying her last name right, but she's wearing Dior Haute Couture, and I love this look. It's super stunning, super simple. I love the it kind of gives a little bit more of like a Hollywood elegance to it, but it kind of seems like and feels like a little bit more modern, probably because of like the fabric that was used. But I love the drape. I love the draping on the bodice and then how the fabric falls, and I really like the color mixture and the color texturing of the fabric, having more of like a pinky kind of peach under fabric, and then having that kind of like, I don't even know what it is, but like the silver kind of textured fabric on top to give that drape and everything. It's a really pretty combination to kind of see that peachy under that silver, and I think she looks absolutely amazing. I love the simple styling. The hair is very simple. It's all super pretty, and this is a stunning Dior dress, and I absolutely love it, especially because Dior has kind of been pretty boring realistically for the most part, but this couture piece is perfection, and she looks very, very good, and I love it. And then we have Timothée Chalamet, and he was wearing Tom Ford, and I like the suit, I like the jacket with all the sparkles, and I don't really like anything else. I don't like the scarf thing, the blue thing. I don't know why it's there. It doesn't need to be there. And I hate the fit of the pants. They bunch up way too much. It's like if you're wearing skinny jeans that are too long for you, that's what they look like. And they're not supposed to look like that. So it's fine. He generally kind of is willing to take risks, and they don't always work. And I don't think that this necessarily works, but he still looks fine. But the jacket to me is the best part with like the sparkles, but the rest of it's kind of just like, eh. And then Eddie Raymond was in Valentino, and it is a very extra look that I personally don't particularly love, but it does work. Even though I don't really like it, I can see the vision. I can appreciate the push away from basic, because this is anything but, and it all fits really well. The undershirt matches and goes well with the very bold printed suit, and he looks very nice. It all works. I just don't like it, but it works. So he did what he was supposed to do, and I like that it's different. I just don't like it. And then we have Adrian Brody, and he was in Tom Brown, and I really like this three-piece. It is well tailored. I love all of the little detail work from the lapels, or like even the little sparkly thing I think is kind of interesting, or just having the little tie clip or whatever on the tie. But I like that it's a three-piece. Three pieces are always really nice to see. And I think he looks very clean, very good. I have absolutely no complaints. And I'm just very happy that the tailoring all looks good and clean. But it is Thom Browne, so makes sense. And then we have Demi Moore, and she was wearing Armani Privé, and I like this dress. It is stunning on her. I mean, she looked fantastic. It's not overly shocking in terms of like a crazy like wow moment, but it is very pretty and I do really like it. I love the fabric. That kind of liquid lame fabric always gets me because of just how it looks under the lighting and everything. The color, kind of like that champagne-y kind of gold color thing, is really good on her. It's a good contrast to her dark hair, and I like the like detail work of that like silver embellishment across. It adds something to the dress and kind of breaks it up a little bit, and then obviously has that more whimsical looking neckline than just like an average sweetheart neckline that it probably could have been prior to adding that design into it. I think it's good. It's nothing crazy. There are definitely looks that are better, but she looked absolutely amazing, and I don't really have any complaints to the dress because it is still super pretty and she looks good. And then we have Erin Foster and Sarah Foster, and Erin Foster was in Carolina Herrera, and then Sarah Foster was in Zaha Murad Couture. This is Couture for Zaha Murad. And as for the Carolina Herrera, the floral dress, it's a very good Carolina Herrera dress. I liked it when I saw it on the runway, and she looks very good in it. Nothing crazy with the styling. She looks good. The Zaha Murad dress though is, oh my goodness, I love it. I absolutely love this dress. I love the sequin fabric with the black and then all of the embellishments everywhere on it. I love it. And I also really like the contrast with keeping, obviously the dress is all black and then all of those embellishments are like kind of like golds, or they're kind of more like neutraling, so they're really popping, and then there's like silvers on there or something, and the contrast of those details with the black, I love, 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 love. I love the shape of it. I love the neckline with the little like connector thing kind of towards the bottom of the neckline. Love the little slit on the back. Like, I love this dress, and to me, I think this dress is better than the Carolina Herrera dress, but it's two very different worlds, and I think they're both very, very good, and I do love them both. I just like the Zaha Murad one better because I absolutely love it, but they both looked very, very good, and I think they did a good job. And then we have Kerry Washington, and she was in Balenciaga, and the first thing I will say is that I do love the colors on her. I love the black and the pink. Black and pink go together, but I do like them on her, and that's all I like. I'm not a huge Balenciaga fan. It's very hit or miss if I like Balenciaga looks. This is one that I don't particularly like. I don't like the neckline. That's the main thing I don't like. And then I don't really like the fabric. The way that it bunches, it's kind of okay, but realistically, it's just not something I really like. And I mean, she still looks good. I don't really like the hair. I could have done with something different as her hair, but she still looks fine. Eh. It could have been better. 100% could have been better. And then we have Anya Taylor-Joy in Archive Dior, and this look, it's nothing special. It's very nice, very simple. She looks amazing. She generally always looks amazing. But it's nothing really to like, it's nothing to write home about because it's just, it's a pretty slip dress with a little extra. I do like the statement necklace, and I do like the rest of her styling. Her hair looks good. It's just nothing crazy, but she looks good. And that's what I will say on this look. And then the last look on my list is Rachel Brosnahan, and she was wearing Vivienne Westwood, and I really love the look. I love the green. I love the draping, especially on the bust line, and then obviously it goes into the sleeve on the left arm, and then the draping on the rest of the dress. I love the shape. The shape is very good. I love the styling. I love the necklace. I love the hair. Her hair, which is like more of like a red color, goes perfectly with this green, especially with her skin tone. Styling was good with that one. Perfect choice. The only thing I don't like about this look are the shoes. I think the shoes needed to be something else. They didn't need to be a metallic silver. Like they could have maybe been a matching green or something else. I just don't like the shoe, but it's fine. I just don't like it. But I love this look. I just like the shape of it. I think the shape and the draping is perfect, and it's a little different, especially with the neckline having the strapless kind of slightly swooping neckline and then having one side that has a little bit of a sleeve to it. I think that's visually kind of interesting and adds a little bit more structure to it. But I just love this look. I love the color. The shape is just absolutely amazing. And that is my review of the 2025 Golden Globes, and I'm very pleasantly surprised and happy that most of the looks that I saw in general, even the ones that I didn't talk about, I did like. There were a lot of like kind of very predictable looks, but there were also some stunners like Zendaya particularly, and I think it was a nice kickoff to not only just 2025 with fashion things, but it should be interesting to see how the rest of the award ceremonies go as they continue and seeing what everyone else pulls out. And I'm hopeful that we'll have some more winners, and I'm looking forward to seeing what is to come for the rest of all of this stuff. But let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the Golden Globes. Looks that you hated, looks that you loved, looks that you were impartial to. I'd love to hear, so drop a comment down below. And this is the end of the video, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!